The ROCES Majestic 12, also known as the M12, has a very long history in our sport, 43 years to be exact. Being produced back in 1981, it was actually the very first inline skate shell, and it is the most produced inline skate shell of all time, still being skated today by some of our very best top pros in the sport. And in this video, I'm going to be skating the M12 for the very first time and sharing my thoughts, which brings us
here to Bernie Skate Park in Bernie, Texas, with Sam Brownlee back there behind the camera. Whoop, whoop. We're gonna be skating these.
Like I can go real fast.
Oh! Thanks again, Nick, for letting me use these, dude. You are the GOAT. I'm super pumped. I think these are some of the best looking M12s. They're size 10. We'll see how they fit. They're known for kind of a more narrow fit. And so we'll see. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna get started off trying these on, just rolling around, getting a feel for the feel of the skate. And then once I kind of go through all the other testing sort of things like grinding and boot down angle, etc., we're gonna pop in the ROCES RL2 liners, also size 10. ROCES. And test these out and see kind of how they compare and contrast to the stock M12 liners here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get laced up and start rolling around, getting a feel for these. They're gonna be snug. So size 10. My toes are right up against the shell.
Well, we'll see. They feel tight, but they feel like a performance fit, you know? I feel like I can go real fast.
Okay. Okay.
I'll take it out.
Also, he's like a twin.
Okay, so after skating for about 30 minutes now, I'm definitely getting some pressure points kind of on the arch and a little bit on the outside, mostly on the left foot though, kind of that outermost bone on the outside of your foot. So they're snug, they're snug. So if I'm gonna keep skating them with the stock liners, if I can't seem to, the pressure points don't seem to kind of work themselves out, which I know they do sometimes, I'll swap to the RL2 liners, which I think are a little thinner and a little slimmer. And we'll see how that works. But for now, just rolling around, they feel good, really responsive. They feel, they just feel like very nimble little boots. They just feel very slim, which probably are some of the slimmest skates out there, probably the slimmest skate out there. So anyway, they feel good in that respect, good power transfer, good, really responsive, I can tell that. And nice and light too, light skates. So we're just gonna do sole tricks, then we'll work on boot down, and then we'll work on top sides and kind of just progress like that.
So probably something like 45 minutes in or so. Just thinking about doing like boot down or topside stuff. Already sounds just excruciating. I'm going to swap into the RL2s, which if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they look a little more of like the ROCES kind of intuition answer, more or less. So hopefully they're a little bit thinner. A little bit more room. So this is a remake. I put the RL2 in there and then I put my foot in and I said, oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
So I'm gonna recreate it. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Without even doing anything, they seem much better already. So far, whole lot better with the RL2s. Great, great success. Great success.
Whoa! You good? Okay, yeah, the more I've been skating these RL2 liners, night and day better than the stock liners for sure. So feeling a whole lot better. So otherwise feeling pretty good here. We're gonna start working on some topside tricks on this A-frame ledge here and this other flat ledge over here. So XXX tricky. So I think because I know I don't have a lot of forgiveness with these skates, top sides actually feel pretty good, but I honestly think I'm being a little bit biased because I knew going into this, it was gonna make me work for them. So I'm trying to use like better technique and not be lazy and actually lock them top sides. So we'll see what boot down tricks feel like. I know these have, I think Loco Skates does like a boot down angle ratio or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I think the M12s, have a pretty steep boot down angle. So you really got to work for it. A lot like the small sole plates with the top sides. So anyway, we'll do some boot down stuff, back royales, back farves, crisscross applesauce tricks, and see how that goes. Terrible. Really, yeah. What the fuck? So boot down angle as expected, real steep, real steep. It's there, and once you're in it, it feels nice and locked in, but it's definitely work to get boot down to get into that groove. But once you do, it does feel pretty secure. Just be ready for that angle. So I'm just gonna kind of skate, a little bit of free skate, just kind of skate this flat down kink ledge here, and the round rail maybe after that, just to see how rails feel. That's the only real round rail at this park, so. Oh my God! Oh, come on!
There we go.
Yes, sir.
But that was every skate session.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, I feel like it's almost tradition at this point here at Bernie with Sam here. I always feel like I need to finish out with this thing. I think because it's so high risk that if I get hurt, it's at the end of the session. But high risk, low reward, bro, exactly. But it has this little coping here. It's almost like a weird road barrier, but just maybe a sole, roll up sole, roll back in or something. Sam's trying to get me to do alley top sole.
He's got it, man. I think that would look so good.
No, bro. And he's like convincing me that I might not.
Not hard.
That it might.
Yeah, I would have done it, but like, you know, I backed my elbow.
Right, the way,
That's
you know.
That's not good for alley top.
I'm gonna. All right, man. You got me fired up now. I'm gonna look at alley top horn and then maybe alley top.
I just want to to see it, man. I just think it looks amazing.
Oh, I do too. I want someone else to do it though. Oh! I saw my life flash before my eyes. I didn't ride fakie back down in, but I'm really not that worried about it.
I think I would count it.
Alley-oop topsoul.
Yep. Alley-oop topsoul.
Do you have any tips for me, Sam?
Jump, do like a 90-degree turn, and then land topsoul, going backwards.
This could either be super rad. There's not gonna be much in between. This is either gonna be dope
I think the viewers at home know you got this.
or nope. In the view. Oh. I don't think I was locked on. I don't think my sole foot was locked on at all.
I filmed that really poorly too, so.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm scared of. Like it leg sweeping me at the very end, you know?
You locked on, dude.
That was the most spazzy, like, this is all I was doing the whole time.
Dude, it looks so good though.
All right, cool.
Oh my god.
I think that's all, folks.
I think that is a session ender right there.
Okay, done with the first session on the M12s here, the chestnuts. So kind of first impressions, hey, put them on with the stock liners. A lot of pressure points. I mean, a lot of pressure points. Got to the point where it was too excruciating to where I needed to swap these out. Swapped in the RL2 liners here, again, size 10, and made a world of difference. Still a little bit of pressure points at first. The more I skated, the more I kind of warmed up the liner and everything. Most of those subsided. I mean, the contrast from the stock liner to the RL2s in terms of discomfort, massive. So nearly got rid of all discomfort. I'm not going to say all discomfort because there was still a little bit of pressure points on the outsides of my feet, but nothing I couldn't deal with and kind of push through. It wasn't like nearly as bad as the stock liners. Okay, beat that dead horse. Okay, the skates feel light to me, very responsive, very tight to your foot. You know, they do feel to me like an extension of your body, like really not bulky, really slim, almost like you're wearing shoes in a way. Let's see, so that's kind of feel and fit. As far as the soles, I kind of already mentioned, like the soles are small, you know what I mean? As compared to especially something like the Factions or something like that. The soles are small, but I think if you just, I don't know, I was too scared, so I was like, I better use good technique. I mentioned it before. And I didn't really have any real issues. There was one time I got bucked off a True Miz on the kink drill over there, but I think I knew halfway through the trick, I was like, I'm leaning a little bit far, so I think I probably would have got bucked off on just about any other sole plate anyway. Like the sole plates, seem to slide pretty well. Some of this stuff, I think it rained maybe yesterday, or rained at some point. So not everything had a little bit of surface rust, so it wasn't like everything was sliding super fast. But that's that. So, and then for the flex, I like the flex a lot. I thought for sure going into this, you know, I really wasn't sure what to expect in terms of flex, but I know like the ROCES plastic when I skated the Elias Avosin's Fifth Elements, the Aquamarines. I love the flex. I love the boot material, cuff material, and I feel the same way about these. I don't know if it's the exact same actual material, but it has good flex and it feels it's a very natural amount of flex. So getting over on top sides on sole tricks didn't seem like a big deal. Again, I think you have to give these sole plates the respect they deserve because they're not super generous with the real estate here, but that's okay. And then with the boot down angle, it is steep. It is steep, boys and girls. But once you get there, I mean, it feels good once you're down. I think that's the benefit of some of these skates. Maybe I'm a little coping a little bit, but like because the boot down angle is so steep, to me, it's like if you work to achieve that angle, like the grind is gonna look good. All the Royales I did, all the, you know, just boot down stuff, it forces you to get nice and over, which to me, vastly increases the chances that this trick itself is going to look really good. And once you actually get boned over into that backslide groove right here, I mean, for me, you are like locked in. Like it's a nice secure feeling, especially with the ROCES frames here. I like these frames a lot. Just a solid all around, probably one of the best, if not the best stock frame that I've skated, especially for the price. These are fantastic. Overall, enjoyed the skate a lot more than I thought I was going to, I'll be honest. I thought this was going to be just a terrible experience, especially after I was skating them with the stock liners. I was like, oh man, this isn't gonna go very well. But it ended up going really well, and by the end, I was like, damn, I don't know if I'd skate these full time, but I wouldn't be mad skating them again. A solid all-around skate, a little bit on the narrow side. There's a reason it's been around for a lot of years, decades and decades and decades, and it's just a solid all-around skate, and at, from what I remember anyway, a pretty reasonable price point. So anyway, I'll link to this product and ROCES down in the description below. Thanks again, Nick, for letting me use your M12s here. Had a good time. Surprisingly, had a good time on these. So anyway, rollerbladers, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. I will see you on the next video. Take care.
Like I can go real fast.